Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Keystone coming at you from a different little bit of scenery. This was actually live last night from Kauffman Stadium. I had a pretty good time at the game. It was kind of a lower scoring. You can see the clouds in the sky. Just didn't quite get the offense we were looking for, But Lugo pitched really well. It was a good time. The stadium's freaking awesome. A lot of good food. I had a good time. I'll just say that. Back in the hotel, and I got a couple plays for you. I'm not gonna have my normal setup here with a ton of research. This is basically just me giving you guys. I wanted to make something. I found a freaking hack on DraftKings that I cannot believe they're actually letting us do this. So just bear with me on the fact that I don't have my second monitor over here. Okay, so play number one, we're going to take two batters I really like today. The first one's going to be Gavin Lux. Now, this guy's been hot. He's destroying righties and lefties. He gets Senzatella on the mound today for the Rockies. This is a great weather game up at Coors Field. The wind's blowing out. There's probably going to be a lot of extra base hits. There's going to be probably some home runs in this game. It's got a very high over-under. I do like Lux to stay hot today. I considered his hits, runs, RBIs. But I love the fact that he's the road team. Very good chance even batting fourth or fifth where he usually hits the lineup. There's a solid chance he could get to that fifth at bat in a game like this. So I put 155 on this to win, $503 exactly. So the second guy is just Judge. I mean, he let us down yesterday. Corbin Carroll, we had some bad luck yesterday. Corbin Carroll had a home run that was initially called a home run, and then they reviewed it and they said it was foul. So, I'm hoping Judge can bounce back today. It's hard to get mad at a guy that's made you a lot of money. He's batting 415 on the season, but he's got a great track record against Kevin Gausman, and I think he's batting lifetime 330, a bunch of hits, eight extra base hits, and 6 of those happen to be home runs. So I like him to hit his bases prop today. If you wanted to go 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs, I don't hate it either. It probably pays a little more because, he does draw a lot of walks. So some of his teammates don't have the greatest track record against Gausman, but one guy that does is Goldschmidt. So you can keep that in mind if you wanted to pair these two somewhere. And then, guys, I'm live at the game tonight, or I'm live at the UFC fight night tonight. It's going to be a great time. There's 14 fights. I have a lot of bets placed. I have a long shot parlay. I'm going to have several long shot parlays that I'm going to set over on Threads, so you can follow me there if you want. It's I think it's at Keithstone. I'll put the link in the YouTube video. I always forget to do that, but I'll post them there, and I'll also send them out on the Winnable free plan. So make sure you hop on the Winnable free plan. And then I found this hack that DraftKings letting us do. I don't know how long they'll let us do it, but the payouts are kind of But the fact that it's all correlated, we'll freaking take it. Trust me. This is freaking awesome. So let's get right into it. So Anthony Smith and Zhangmin Yang are fighting in the same fight, okay? I think that there's a very good chance this fight ends by early second round. It probably has a solid chance to end in the first round. Now, this is Anthony Smith's final fight. He may try to survive the first round against a very hard-hitting Zhang, but I just don't see a world where Zhang's power doesn't connect and finish Lionheart here. But the thing is even if Smith is just trying to keep his distance and, Meng maybe hits him a few times in the first round, it could be the kind of fight where he's literally just trying to get to the second round, to go out not in the first round on his final fight ever in the UFC. And then Zhang might hit him, 10 times or something and say, okay, well, I won this round. I'm not going to, it might just be kind of a stare fest. Who knows? I doubt it, but you never know. Point is, I just don't see either one of these guys in the same correlated fight hitting their strike lines. I think this fight ends early. So, yeah. And then we're going to literally do the same thing in 2 other fights. Now, I have a second one of these, and you can get that. Plus, you can get my $2,500 bets. Now, guys, I placed 2 of these bets. If you want to get the second one, I just set up a VIP weekend pass for one low price. It's $10. Get you all the picks for everything, including these 2 bad boys right here, which I dropped 25 units down on. So I'm going to be live there. I like to bet a little more when I go to live events, obviously. And I set a second one. So you're going to get access to these picks too if you're on the books. The first one pays $5K. This one pays $6K. Now, I feel really good about these guys. This is might be the chalkiest card I've seen all year. But back to this real quick, and you'll get all the DFS slips too. So make sure you sign up. And then so Machado, Gary, and Protest, they're in the main event. Okay. Now, a lot of people think Protest is going to finish Gary. I'm not so convinced. Gary's a very well-rounded fighter. He's never been finished in the UFC before. Now, this is by far the most dangerous striker he has faced to this point. Protest does have a lot of power. He's coming out of a camp that's hot right now. You know, they train well, and there's just a little bit too much hype for me. I think this is one that Gary might just tactically, like, you know, as the fight goes on, you know, this is going to be Protest's first 5-round fight at the UFC level. Gary's been in those fights before. He's more experienced at this level, and he's definitely faced better competition. With that said, I don't know if I see Gary finishing Protest either. I think this has a really good shot to be a long fight. So if both these guys, I think if Protest doesn't finish him like early, then this is probably have a really good chance of going the distance. It's juiced right around 3.5 rounds, slightly favored on the over. I think if we get 3.5 rounds, both these guys could definitely hit their strike lines. Gary probably needs to wrestle and get to the mat in this fight. I just don't know if he's going to be able to against Protest, who has shown very good takedown defense to this point in his career. So we'll see. But I like this because it's correlated. Both these guys are good strikers. And if this goes, 3.5 rounds, like Vegas is predicting, somewhere in that range or more, like I think it will, like I think it's probably going to a decision, then there's no world that these two guys both don't hit 54 strikes. There's no world. And then we're going to do the same thing in another fight that's very juiced to go to a decision. Now, Dalby and Brown are both pretty good, strikers in their own right. And these are kind of big numbers for a 3-round fight. But the thing is, I really don't see a ton of wrestling here unless like somebody gets rattled and is kind of in trouble. I think this is kind of probably going to be maybe a little grappling against the cages. We'll see. But I think there's a really good chance this is, just stand and deliver exchanges. And like I said, it's very juiced to go to a decision. Dalby has a very long career of showing durability. I like that. I like betting on a guy like that. And then Brown's a pretty damn good striker. So, guys, these all correlate. When you say 6 picks for 15x, that's not good enough. I disagree. It's very good enough when you're getting literally correlation. These two correlate, these two correlate, these two correlate. It's the same fight. So you can do the same thing with the lesses. If you think that Protest is going to finish Gary in the first round, you should take the lesses on these. So that's all I got for you guys today. Hop on the freaking pass, man. I do have a couple play sets I'm really excited about tonight. So definitely hit me up if you are in the greater Kansas City area or you're going to be at Fight Night. Met a lot of people traveling from, a lot of different places yesterday at the ballpark. So it's kind of cool. A lot of people down from Texas coming up to see their own team, the Astros, stuff like that. So it's been fun so far. Tonight's even going to be funner. I'm pumped. Let's freaking cash the slip, boys.